An empire stretching from Asia to Africa. Facing a collection of small city-states, forever divided. On one side, hundreds of thousands of soldiers. On the other, only a few thousand. Everything seemed already decided. And yet, history took a turn no one expected. The Greco-Persian Wars. A confrontation many call the first clash between East and West. But what really happened? The undefeatable empire. Let us begin in the East. The Persian Empire. Under King Darius. It was the greatest power the world had ever seen. Royal roads stretching thousands of kilometers. A vast, multi-ethnic army. Gold and silver, seemingly endless. They did not only conquer. They absorbed. Every land taken became part of the empire. And then, they looked westward. A small land. Fragmented. But, troublesome. Greece. A small spark. That ignited a war. Not Athens. Not Sparta. But a small region in Asia Minor, Ionia. The Greeks living there rose up against Persian rule. They were not strong enough. So they asked for help. Athens answered. Only a few ships. A decision that seemed insignificant. But to Persia, it was an insult. Darius did not forget. He gave an order. Punish Athens. A single sentence. That would lead to decades of war. Marathon, where it should have ended. The year, 490 BCE. Persian forces landed on the beaches of Marathon. They were more numerous. Better equipped. Athens had only around 10,000 men. No Sparta. No major allies. Just them. And then, the unthinkable happened. The Athenians charged straight at the Persian army. No waiting. No defensive stance. A direct assault. Fast. Unexpected. Brutal. The Persians retreated. Victory. A victory no one believed was possible. But the story was not over. It had only just begun. 10 years of waiting. And a greater storm. Darius died. But his son, Xerxes, did not forget. He did not seek punishment. He sought annihilation. A massive army was assembled. Bridges built across the sea. Roads carved through mountains. This was no longer retaliation. This was a full-scale invasion. And this time, Greece had no choice. Unite. Or disappear. Thermopylae, where legend was born. A narrow passage between mountains and sea. Thermopylae. Here, the Greeks chose to stop the Persians. Among them, Sparta. King Leonidas, and 300 warriors. They were not the entire force. But they became the symbol. Day after day. They held their position. Repelling wave after wave of attacks. The Persian army, vastly superior in numbers, could not break through. Until a traitor revealed a hidden path. Leonidas knew he could retreat. But he stayed. With his 300 men. And they fought, to the last. A defeat. That became a legend. Athens burns. But it is not over. After Thermopylae, the road lay open. Persian forces entered Athens. The city was abandoned. Then, burned to the ground. Flames rose high. It seemed everything was lost. But the Athenians had prepared. They did not choose to fight on land. They chose the sea. Salamis, the battle that changed everything. A narrow strait. Salamis. The Greek fleet was smaller. But faster. more agile. They lured the Persians into confined waters, where numbers no longer mattered. And then, chaos. Persian ships collided. Space was too tight. They could not maneuver. The Greeks struck. Fast. Precise. Relentless. Xerxes, watching from above, saw his entire fleet collapse. One moment. One decision. One victory. That changed the course of the war. The fall of Ajan. After Salamis, the Persians withdrew. But not entirely. The following year, the Battle of Plataea. The Greeks achieved a decisive victory. The invasion was over. The Persian Empire survived. But its dream of conquering Greece was shattered. More than just a war. So what truly happened? Not merely a military victory, but a turning point in history. If Persia had won, there might have been no Athens as you know it. No development of democracy. No Western philosophy as we understand it today. A chain of events. Beginning with a small revolt. Ending with the transformation of the world. East and West, or just humanity. People call this a clash between East and West. Two civilizations. Two ways of life. But when you look closer, you see something else. Ambition. Fear. Honor. Power. Things that belong neither to East nor West, but to humanity. And perhaps that is why this story is still alive today.